That is, man. We are live. Happy Sunday, man. I hope everybody is doing well. Hey, man. Another edition of the Round Table Music Live Panel Music Review, man. We're gonna break down the interesting artists that we're blessed enough to have in the house with us tonight, man. So before we get into that, man, like we always do, we're gonna go around the horn and let people introduce themselves so you know who's actually gonna be commenting on the actual project itself. I'm gonna get you last, love, but we're gonna touch everybody else first. We're gonna start up with CC. CC, give him the intro.
Hey everybody, as y'all know, it's your girl Cece, but Where It Begins magazine, and I'm excited. The music about this music group that we're doing, the panel that we're doing today. I actually got a chance to see the artist live, and she has a wonderful voice. So I am very excited about this, and I can't wait. Let's get it. Back to you, Theo.
Good stuff, good stuff. I'm excited as well, man. Some dope stuff. A little different than I thought I was gonna hear, but we'll get into it. We'll get into it in a little bit. But yeah, Mac, go ahead and lay down the 411 for him.
Yeah, man. You know, your boy MAC, founder of Brainstorm Productions, DUG Entertainment, aka Mr. Small Things to a Giant. But we're gonna put that on the back burner for a minute because I'm ready to dive into this artist in this project. So let's get it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey man, we got a king in the building with us, Mr. Darrell Peart.
What's
Hopefully I
going?
ain't butcher him this time, but hey, go ahead and introduce yourself and shout the stuff out, Darrell.
Okay, what's going on, everybody? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. My name is Darrell Peart. I'm based in Orlando, Florida. I am a music business consultant, artist manager. I run a company called Double M Management, a marketing group, and I basically just help independent artists really navigate the space through artist development, brand development, and education is the number one missing link. So that's what I'm passionate about. Yeah, that's what I do.
There it is, man. We are very fortunate to have your wisdom in the building, man. So thank you for joining us. Hey man, for those that don't know me, this is your boy Theo, Mr. IModelBooth. You know what I do. I definitely with this Facebook group, man, we kind of bring you guys a lot of interesting different platforms, different topics to go over. So I'd like to welcome you guys to the music review. We do this every Sunday at 8 p.m. If you're not familiar with us, please get familiar with us. We're broadcasting live right now on the Facebook. Uh, Excuse me for a second, guys. Let me get this out. There we go. We're broadcasting live right now on the Round Table Music Facebook group. Also, check us out on YouTube. We broadcast live there as well, simultaneously on Where It Begins magazines as well as our Model Booth Games. But man, without further ado, man, let's get our esteemed guest for the evening to kind of introduce herself and get some words to the fans, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, everyone. It's Adriana, coming all the way from Shreveport, Louisiana, and hailing right now in Atlanta, Georgia. So yes, I'm excited to be here, guys. R&B pop is my thing, you know, the little vocal voodoo for sure. So yes, excited to be here and share my EP with you guys. Yeah.
Hey man, we excited to dive into it. We excited to dive into it. First, we're gonna do this a little different, man. We're gonna do this a little different today. I'm feeling saucy in myself. Let me ask you, Adriana. We kind of dive into a couple different things when we go through, right? We go through the vibe, we go through the artwork, we go through best song, worst song, radio song, all of that. But what I really want to know is, what's your favorite song on this project?
Ooh, my favorite song on my project is probably convenient. Number 4.
Okay,
That's on there. Probably convenient.
okay.
Which ironically I believe is probably everybody's least favorite song on the EP.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's definitely my favorite song on the EP just because of kind of everything that I know personally I put into it. Just as far as the lyrical content, the fun I had writing it, the kind of the emotions I went through writing it. and then recording it in the studio, and versus trying to sing it live, which is two different things, you know. So it kind of puts me through a challenge a little bit. It's a little obstacle course in a sense. Yes, for me being a singer. So I kind of like that it's a little challenging for me. Yeah, it's a lot of components to that song for me.
Okay. Well, cool. What we always start out with from our panel is going to be our review of the artwork. Obviously, you have to digest things with your eyes a lot of times before you can actually put your ears on it. So thank you for letting me know which one is your favorite, because that can segue us into actually playing a clip from that song that we have the artwork attached. So that way the people that are watching can kind of get familiar with it. So with that being said, man, we're going to run into a clip of Convenient. Hold on, guys. Hold on. We just had a snafu. We're gonna do this a different way. Apologies, but we about to get this right now. All right, here's Convenient.
In your eyes and I can see what I'm realizing. Your love was a high, really had me fantasizing. I've been operating solely off the butterflies, when I should have been looking for matched energy or guidance. No sense, I should have had more sense. Instead we had more sex and now I'm burning incense. Daily meditation, I need prayer within an instant. You communicate too late and now you acting different. Why? What it feels like, I always make sure that it feels right. It gives life, baby. All you gon' do is make me real life crazy. I can't take it for you. Don't need no more of you. I know you ain't good for me. I already see it. There's no happy ending.
So there it is, man. That's Convenient. So let's go ahead and kick this off like we usually do, man. We're gonna get back to the program. So artwork, man. When you guys first dove into this, you took a look at the visuals that we were provided for this project. Obviously, lucky for you, seems like the artwork that we kind of received from it. So we're just gonna dive into that for these purposes. So when y'all got into the artwork, man, what did you really think when your eyes got a chance to really open up to it?
I mean, personally, man, I thought it was dope. I'm looking at the gold, loving that. I'm looking at her sitting in the queen chair, loving that. The provocative look, it takes me back to some of Madonna's old looks and outfits that she wore. So I'm gonna call it the Black Madonna. Dope, love it.
Yes,
I hear the Black Madonna, the Black Madonna. I love it. What about you, CC? What did you think diving into this with your eyes?
Man, I thought it was the sexy look. I thought it was going to be some sexy songs. I love the cover art, and it just looked like it was going to be some nice R&B. Y'all know how I like my music, so I was thinking that's how it was going to be looking at the artwork.
Okay. Darrell, what about you?
I second what everybody else saying. I mean, it was the vibe. I like the sexy vibes. It definitely hit, for sure. Looking real good. So yeah, it was dope.
Okay. Let me put it back up there, refresh myself. So check this out, man. So when I dove into it visually, right, I'm looking at a whole gold theme going on for this thing. So and I thought Matt was gonna toss this in, one of his favorite words, luxury. Luxury, definitely, the queen sitting on her throne, gold out, gold room, like everything was gold out. to the point where you felt like, you know, I mean, you was gonna get into something a little luxurious. You didn't you know, that street vibe. I really didn't think I was gonna get into, you know, just visually coming out the box with it. And I think it definitely you know, it lived up to my expectations. But outside of that, man, you know, it doesn't matter what we think. We want to know what you think, man. What was the vision behind the artwork with that?
It was a couple of things actually. When we first were talking about the song, we were talking about the single "Lucky for You," which was my debut single on the EP, and we actually went through a process of getting everything together. So I actually named the whole EP after the fact of dropping the single. And so after talking with my team, we kind of came together with the theme of what it was going to be. My single "Lucky for You" actually had this type of rebel leprechaun type of Renaissance medieval thing going with it, right? And so I kind of wanted to play a lot on the look, and you know, with look and leprechauns and 4-leaf clovers and things like that, the main point of it all is the pot of gold, right? That's like the prize and the specialty. So with the whole collection of the EP, we pulled actually the picture from a clip from the video that we did, the "Lucky for You" video, which is also where this comes from too. But yeah, we pulled a clip from that video that actually was the cover for the entire EP. And it was really the goal room, like you said. It was just so empowering. It really kind of sold itself and really made a step on, you know, that this is kind of a prized possession. You know, I wanted people to take the EP serious. I wanted to kind of draw in attention. So that's kind of what the sexy was for. But I wanted to give a surprise factor because, you know, surprise, that's not what you're going to get in totality here. I give you actually, you know, a diversity of musical genres and of lyrical content, and then of vocal content, you know, which is what I wanted to really do on this EP, is give a lot of vocal variation. So I really wanted that cover to kind of, you know, exude that. So that's where that gold picture came from.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Before I drop a comment on that, let's take some quick comment that somebody was so gracious enough to put with us. Facebook user gave you, what is that, 5 fire emojis. That's call the fire department on that. Hey, but you know what I'm gonna say next though, right? Facebook user, man, go to streamyard.com/Facebook and you know, give them permission so that we can rock with you officially. We want to be able to put your name, put your little profile pic or whatever you give permission to show up. But thank you for your comment. So yeah, man. Yeah, I get it, right? The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, you know, landed you on the throne. So ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't think anybody is gonna get mad when you luxury that thing out like that. So definitely the artwork started to speak to me as soon as I pulled it up. So good job on that. Good job on that, for real.
Thank you.
So where y'all want to take this next? Y'all want to take it to, let's go to the vibe, man. What was the vibe like listening to this project? You know, we always get a different vibe when we listen to different artists. You know, some may be similar to this person, or some may bring out a particular mood in us that really is going to just capture what you got going on right then. So, you know, to you guys, when you were digging into this project, what kind of vibe did you get from it?
I got mellow, laid back, just a vibe that you could just chill to.
Okay.
I got that kind of vibe to it.
Okay. What about you, Matt? You look like you got something on your brain.
Well, I mean, I heard a little diversity in it, right? I heard somebody that was having a good time at one time with somebody, and then that thing switched and flipped the switch, and it went to a whole different place. And that's what all of us go through in life. So I can definitely feel it. So I can dig this project.
Okay.
No, Mac, I agree with you, because that's ways what I felt too. Like, it was definitely, it was a journey. You know what I mean? So like, it was a journey, as you let people know, kind of, you know, kind of what it's about. You know what I mean? And then she kind of, and to me, it ended kind of in a positive vibe. You had the, shit's fucked up, but then it's like, all right, at the end of it, like,
We back at it.
we're cool, we good.
Yeah.
I'm rocking with you. So that's I roller coaster of emotions, I would say, that type of deal. But it's a great project. It's definitely, you can definitely listen to it over and over again for sure.
Yeah, I definitely can feel that. The word I wrote down was relationship. You know what I mean? Like I definitely felt like, I felt like you put me in the room with you and your significant other, and I was, witnessing your relationship and how that came about, man. Like the good times, the bad times, you know what I mean? We all know what it is, man. If you ever really been in love, all love ain't happy, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's part of that relationship. So I was cheering for you, and you brought me back at the end, and I was like, maybe they worked it out. You know what I mean? Like that type of vibe to it. But again, man, that's just what we thought. Can you speak to the vibe, either way, like the vibe that you were intending to make with this project, or the vibe that you were going through the process of making this project? Like what was the vibe for you?
For sure. Well, definitely, like you said, I started this project off. The very first song I wrote was 24/7, was the pop joint. And I'm gonna be honest with you, 3 of these songs on this EP were about the same person. And as you can see, like I said, it's all over the place because that's really kind of what was happening. And like I said, 24/7 was the first song I wrote, which is like a love song, 24 hours and 7 days a week. Ain't enough to love you, and then that went from 24/7 to convenient. Like, all right, like, why are you kind of wasting my time a little bit? And then it went from there to Lucky for You, which was like, all right, I'm gonna break this off, for you made me do something that I'm gonna regret. Lucky for You, I'm gonna cut ties with you if I go a little crazy, And so then when I kind of came to Atlanta and got things popping, I got linked up with an amazing producer, Teddy P. Actually produced these other 3 tracks that are on there, and we did One Night. We did Fake Roses, which is a beautiful, R&B ballad. And then we did that Calling Your Name, which is, the homage to Anita Baker, for sure. And so a couple things I kept in mind with this, with all my music always, is it's got to be quality. It's got to be, substance. I got to be talking about something that people are going to be able to relate to, and it's my situations that are real. Another thing is that it's got to be clean. I like clean music, I'm a couple things before I am an artist. So it's important to me that I make sure I'm a good representation of, just my people as a Black woman, just to women, just to a lot of things. I like to make sure that I represent very well. So clean music. And then I like it to be timeless, although a lot of this music is about relationships, it was important for me to have music sound-wise that was easy on the ear. It was catchy. Even though it's talking about a breakup, you getting ready to clean your house on a Saturday morning, Sunday afternoon, you can play the EP. It'll kind of take you through those, different pieces. And so, kind of like Earth, Wind, and Fire got those songs about any and everything, but you can play it at any time. And it kind of is just a vibe, it's easy on the ear. So that was just some things about it.
So I'm gonna hold your feet to the fire right now, though. If you had to pick 1 or 2 words to describe the vibe, what you using?
Oh, 1 or 2 words to describe the vibe. I'm gonna use journey, like my boy said, because I like that. I use that a lot to describe myself as an artist, and just my EP for one, because like I said, it'll take you through. So journey, and then I'm gonna say a hook, like an attention grabber, a connectivity, I guess I'm saying. Hook, like people use in a speech. They get up and tell a joke at first, and that's how you want to listen to the life lesson that they gotta tell, So yeah, I think it's something like that. It's my first debut EP, so that's what I wanted it to be for whatever else I got coming. A hook for my following.
Okay, so you hooking us to your journey right now.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. I'm with that. So let's take this thing into and y'all know this is always my difficult category, right? Like I like to look at everybody like they're special, like God intended us all to be. So sometimes I have a hard time with the artist comparisons, but I always love what the energy that you guys give me and the thoughts that you guys give me from your artist comparison. So I want to know what's the artist comparison that you had when you were listening to that? Who did she remind you of or put you in the mind state of? Because I took a cheat answer on this one, but go ahead.
Well, me personally, man, I really struggled with this one, right? Because Adriana's voice is, I think, so unique. It was hard for me to pair with somebody. I end up coming with Brandy, right? But an early school Brandy.
I wish I could have wrote that on a piece of paper before you said it, so I could have held it up to match it.
You know what I'm saying? If you go back and listen to some of Brandy's early works, some of the pitches, some of the tones, they're right there with her. But I put her on top of Brandy if it was right there head to head.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I came up with.
Okay. That's deep. Hey, let's take you, Darrell. Let's take you on this one. Who would you compare?
I actually put a kind of relatively newer artist named Santa. I think it's Santa. I think she's out of Atlanta as well.
Okay.
And I heard from some reason like your vibe reminded me of her vibe. Like, like I could hear some of y'all music together vibing the same way. So if you look her up on YouTube, she's a super dope talent. But she was more of a new act that I see. I didn't think about necessarily a more because that was the first name that came to my mind. So that's what I went with. But I hear what Mac is saying. It's interesting. That's an interesting comparison to talk about the early Brandy and what she was going through at that time. Because I have friends that know that Brandy at that time, and Brandy was a beast.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's high praise. That is very, very high praise. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Get in on this, CC.
I'm gonna go with like how Max said. I had her in her own category, but I wrote on here that she remind me of the old time ladies like Brandy and Monica because of her voice that she can sing without all this auto tune and all this other stuff. Like she's natural. So I put her in the category of saying that she remind me of that kind of music, not of somebody. So that's how I had it.
Okay.
I like that. I like that response. That's a good response. It's really hard. It's really hard to like. It's pulling teeth at that point. You know what I mean? Like it's pulling teeth because I mean, you clearly have a great sound and can build a fan base off what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not so. You have to know what you do is dope. So, but that's at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Like. Fuck whatever. What do you do? Somebody got to gravitate to what you do. That's how you build a career.
Yep.
So, you can have influences, but when we can rock with your original stuff, your original music, because one thing about me is when I go to shows, I don't like people that do covers. I want your original shit, your stuff that's still, because at the end of the day, that's just going to make me fall in love with what you do. So, yeah, so that's what I would just wanted to add that, but I love everything that CC just said.
And Theo, Bezo just entered. He's been trying to get on for a long time to come on the panel. I think he's having some errors, but we can bring him up.
Yeah, no, we got Bezo in the house right now. I don't know if he can see us, but we can see him.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's going on, Bezo? What's going on? We gonna jump you in this thing in a second, Bezo. Okay. For me though, like I said, man, I always pull cheat codes. I like people who are individualized and have their own sound, and I definitely found that in this project. But I think my mind went more so to trying to think of who were your influences, and that's why I say I cheated a little bit. So I wrote down Anita Baker and Mariah Carey. were the two names that I wrote down that I felt like, some of those similar tones were in there. But again, I agree a lot with what the panel was saying. I could definitely hear those influences in there as well. But again, none of this really matters to us. I want to know, kind of who would you compare yourself to, right? Like, not necessarily it has to be in totality. It doesn't have to be you mocking somebody or trying to emulate somebody, but who would you compare yourself to if you had to put yourself in the same category?
And like you said, it's more so like an influence than it is a comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I want to sound like nothing that's out right now,
Okay.
So I make sure I actually have something to talk about and say, and that the cadences are going away, everything, But definitely, ironically, Beyonce is a huge influence of mine, especially with that convenient and just kind of how I wrote it. All kind of my voice kind of playing on the vocal cord spectrum all over the piano. If we were to be playing it, it'd be going up and down, So I kind of use that as an inspiration vocally. And let me see. Really, with that 24/7 and my pop and fun songs, the drag and ballroom scene, like RuPaul and things like that, was a lot of my inspiration for 24/7 and Calling Your Name, just the fun type of vibe that it gives. That was a lot of my inspiration for it. And yeah, everything else kind of came from something outside of music or something outside of an artist. As far as inspiration goes, I kind of didn't look to other music for inspiration for my music. Actually, yeah, it was pretty much a lot of experience that kind of influenced a lot of my sound and a lot of my music. And if you want to know something, growing up, like the only person I listened to as a vocalist, like studied their every run on every song, was Beyonce. That was the only person I listened to growing up, just about. And everybody tells me I sound exactly like Brandy. It's the only name I ever hear.
Yeah, nah, obviously you got that out of us, so it must be true. It must be
Yes.
true. A lot of people keep saying the same thing. You got to listen to it, right?
I mean, every time, never fails.
All right, look like we lost Bezo for a second. I'll drop him off whenever he gets back up. We'll try to put him back in the game. Next, we're gonna get into the heavy lifting, man. The part that some highs and lows coming through this little run we about to go on. But we're gonna start them up. There you go. We got Bezo back in there. Hey Bezo, real quick. Did you get a chance to dive into the project? And if so, who would you kind of make a comparison to for Adriana?
Well, just like what she can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I hear Brandy, and that's a hell of a comparison there. I'm a big fan of Brandy. I've been following Brandy since 94, 95. I hear a lot of Brandy comparisons there too. Adriana, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Like who would you like to work with if you had the opportunity?
Hey, let's hold off on that question real quick. We're gonna get to that, Bezo. You jumping ahead in the program, brother. Just settle in your seat. You'll be all right, bro. You just settle in. So what we gonna actually take this thing into, and then we got that coming up. Don't worry, I got you. All right. So what we actually gonna take this thing into right now is, again, the heavy lifting part, man. We want to go into what was the best song, man? When you really listened, you sat down, you riding in your whip, you put it on your speakers, whatever you did to really dive into this project. What did you come away with as the best song? Again, that's going to be different than the song you can hear on the radio. So hold that in your bag if you got a separate one. I don't want you necessarily ruining that whole thing. But what best song? Just going straight up. What's the best song that you guys heard on that?
Yeah, man. I think it's a few of them joints, right? But we gonna hold that in the bag, as you say. But for me, man, Jelly. Listen, man, when you talking about after I give you that thing. You cooking breakfast.
Oh, you took
You
it
know what
back
I'm
to
saying?
the
Your boy
field.
coming back having your toes curling.
Oh, so you got
It's a competition to see who sweat first. That thing was
Oh,
fire.
you took it back.
Love
That's
it.
the old
so
2017
you went off project though, Mac.
joint.
You went off project, Mac. You be digging too deep in the crates for him, man. But yeah, that jelly joint was hot too, right?
With that Usher sample from Trading Places.
That is,
Yeah.
that is. But off this current project, man, what y'all got as the best song off of the project? And now the name of the project is Topic, correct?
Yeah, the name of it is Looking for You.
Okay, all right. So lucky for you.
Okay, well then I'll switch it up for you then.
Go ahead.
So Fake Roses.
Okay.
Fake Roses, man, because it's hard for people to give you your roses while you here, right?
Okay.
But it's easy to give them to you while you gone. So you know what I'm saying? If you give me a rose right now, I don't want it to be fake.
Okay. Okay.
So I appreciate everything that was going on in that project on that one.
On Fake Roses. I feel it. I feel it. What CC Pizzo, what y'all got?
I got two. Fake Roses and Lucky for You. Those were my two favorite ones out of this project.
Okay. I can
I'm
feel
like
that.
Mac, hey, give me them roses while we here. Give them roses.
But I want them to be real though.
Exactly.
Want the real roses. What about you, gentlemen? What y'all got as the best song on the project?
I got Fake Roses too.
Okay. Okay.
It's a dope song. I like
it.
Fake Roses. Nowadays, man, you got to definitely get your roses, man. It's a lot going out in this world and everything. So definitely, Fake Roses is my best song from her.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I would definitely agree on that. I think unanimously across the board, you know. Like I said, it's a great project. So like we really it's splitting hairs, honestly. You know, when you got such great music, it's like you trying to, you know, what's going to push one over the top. It's a great project. So
it is. But at the same time, man, I feel like y'all are still in my thunder, man. I thought y'all were gonna go in a different direction with this. So that, you know, I tend to go against the grain. So with that being said, man, I'm a get my answer like this.
Yes, play that joint.
When looking for a snack, walked into a garden and got way more than your heart could bargain. Say I'm a pretty sight on a plane drive. You were raindrops in the summertime. Then you picked me out and your climate change started acting strange. Where my cloudy days with the rain away. I never should have let you pull me out if you would just cause me to fade. You love me like fake roses, like I can't be broken. Take me through the motions, like that ain't no killing me. You love me like fake roses, like I can't be broken. Although I never show it, I'm the real thing. I'm not fake roses.
Hey man, them roses didn't sound too fake to me.
Yeah, y'all heard the content now.
Hey, but nah, like that's one of them songs, man. It's real easy to fall in love with. As soon as you hear it, you know what I mean? Like it puts you in a certain mood. You know what I mean? The way that you carry the actual song itself, the delivery of it, I thought was on point. To me, I looked at it and I said I could see, like, you know, guys and girls vibing with this. So that was one of the reasons why it was the best song in my opinion. But again, let's let us know you know what you think the best song is, or if that was the best song, which I suspect you know, you already told us Convenient was your favorites, but is that your best song that you think?
Yeah, but I really like Fake Roses. Like I said, it was a Teddy P produced track, and that was when we came in. I really heard the sound, and I actually pulled lyrics that I had wrote in like 2009 19, I believe. And when I heard the track, I was like, yes, this sounds good. And it actually was talking about how I wanted the lyrics originally was talking about how I wanted someone to love me like fake roses so that our love would never die. But then when I heard that beat, I kind of changed the content a little bit. And it now says that you love me like fake roses, like I can't hurt, like I can't wither, like I can't break, or like I'm fake. So that's what the content actually says. Is that you can't, you love me like I'm a fake rose, like I don't have any emotions, like I can't break, like and I don't know, I'm actually a real one. I wither. And, I kind of let you pluck me out of this ground and, you change the weather. My colors are changing. You got, thorns. It's a lot. So I really like the lyrical content as far as kind of how it's put together. It's a beautiful ballad. Like I said, when Teddy made that beat, it was really heavy on me, just how it sounded. And it made me want to sing, So I really like beats like that, like tracks that make you can really hear a sound on it already. You can see where everything kind of goes. Yeah. So it's pretty easy to put it together. It kind of just flowed a little.
Yeah. No, man, fake roses are pretty, right? But we just put them up on a pedestal and then we leave them. We don't care for them.
They require no care whatsoever.
Yeah, we don't put that little plant food, that little packet of plant food that go in there regularly to make sure that that goes up. Make sure the sunlight goes in there. Make sure you just walk over and talk to your rose, man. Show your rose some love.
For sure.
But no, good stuff, man. Good stuff. And I love it. I love it when we're all on the same page, man. I just be talking over here. Don't listen to me. So but that does bring us right into what I said was, possibly a little different for some of you guys, man. What the radio song? What could you hear on the radio? What would you like to hear on the radio? What song kind of gave you that vibe that you was like, all right, I can hear that in a rotation, at my local station, local internet, what have you?
Well, dude, that was easy for me, man. I call your name in an honorable mention of Lucky for You. That's easy. Okay. To me, that was like, or at least to me, it was like that's easy.
Okay.
that's a number. You think about what the radio's about. That's easy. To me anyway. But
yeah. So we got calling your name with a recommendation. What else we got for a radio song?
Mine was Lucky for You for the radio song. That was
okay.
That I was feeling that one. I would have said Fake Roses, but when you listen to Lucky for You, I just got a whole bunch of vibes.
Okay.
That's my song.
What about you, Bizo? What you got for radio song?
I could say Lucky for You, but I still like Fake Roses. I think Fake Roses will be all right on the radio. I think it'll be pretty good.
Yeah. Now, sometimes, man, best song and radio song don't work out, right? Like it might not be something that everybody vibes with, but you personally, you feel like you vibe with. And then sometimes, it's one and the same. It's one and the same. You can hear it bopping on the radio, and you also just pop that thing in your deck real quick. So definitely. For me, man, let me see. I agree with Darrell on that, man. Calling your name. Matter of fact, let me hear you calling that name a little bit. This thing don't want me to be great over here. Let me get you in the different ways so y'all can hear it and not just me. It just want me to call your name over here. My bad, y'all. I got kicked out. Let's try that one more time.
It's kind of crazy what my heart do when I'm in the room with you. You always have my energy rising. I know I'm keeping things steady, ready to reside with you. It's time for me and you
Yeah, that was official. That was
Yeah.
official.
Theo, man, with the right bag behind it, because we all know the business of radio, right?
Yeah.
FM radio. Okay, there's a
Yep.
difference, right?
Yeah.
So if you go on FM radio, you gotta have a bag. There's no way around it. But that with the right bag, I mean, I could definitely see that joint being. I can see the program directors loving that. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Because if you understand the business of radio, what radio is designed to do, it's not the time and place for that. but yeah, with the right bag,
Yeah.
that's a smash.
Yeah, Darrell has a lot of knowledge, man. He be dropping on people all the time, and we definitely appreciate that. And he's 100% right, man. You know, to move things, you know, it takes movement. But for me personally, the reason why I gave it my radio song pick was it sounded familiar, right? Like it definitely showcased your skill. It showcased some range in there. I like the movement. I like the tempo of it. You know what I mean? That upbeat tempo. You know, I start tapping my feet instantly when I heard it the first time, and I could see people dancing to it. But at the end of the day, it sounded good and it sounded familiar. So for me, that's always the win-win combo when it comes to radio play in my mind. I'm not an expert, but the expert, you know, just weighed in and said he agreed. So I feel confident in what I just said. So, but what about you? I got a feeling that that Lucky for You definitely has gotten some radio play. But what's your radio song? What has gotten radio play, or what would you like to see get radio play? And I know you like to see them all, right? We want to be in the top 10.
Sure. But like my boy said, as far as, you know, bag wise, unfortunately at the moment, Lucky for You is the one that has been pushed because it went out first. So that's the one we really pushed. But Calling Your Name is the one that we're trying to push now. That's literally the single we're getting ready to drop. And, you know, it's a summer joint. It's a good vibe. It's a family reunion, family-oriented type of joint.
Mm-hmm.
You can play it anywhere. You can play it, you know, I can hear it on commercials and hear you shopping, and it's on the sound system, you know. Any type of vibe, it's giving that. Definitely on the radio. You know, it's fun. It's kind of giving a couple different genres. Like you said, a couple people's familiarity with Anita Baker. Then we got the, you know, the Shorty Swing My Way. We got that in there a little bit with a little change. And then it's got a little New Orleans bounce, you know, because I'm a Louisiana girl, you know?
Yeah.
So we had to throw all those components in there. A little something for everybody.
That song grabbed me soon as you said, Shouty, come swing my way. It's one of my favorite lines.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I definitely can hear it playing in the A. You know what you need, man? Like I started thinking, you know, I mean, I be putting on my long distance hat for no reason sometimes. I was like, you need a dance to that, man. Not a TikTok dance. Like that needs an actual floor dance. Yeah, a line dance that people can get down to. Because I could I could definitely feel that vibe going to it. So yeah, Bizo, I got you coming up first on this one, because this is right where you was taking us, right? Features, right? So we always like to dive in and discuss the features. You know, were too many features used? Were too little features used? Were the features just kind of misused for the people that came with it? And or, you know, who would you like to hear being featured on some of your joints? So I know Bizo, you put the question out to her, but I'm actually gonna throw the question to you first. Like, who could you hear? Because obviously we didn't have too many features on this. I don't think we had any features on the actual project itself. But Bizo, who would you pair her up with? Because it sounds like you kind of had somebody in your mind that might you know, set this thing off.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna change my mind if you don't mind. I like that track. Yeah.
Okay.
I would use that as the radio joint. So Darrell, part if I pronounced your name right, he's right. Or everybody else is right. But yeah, he's definitely.
You know, as far as Pierre, you good? It's good.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that. I'm definitely feeling that song with the Anita Baker example. I like that.
It jams.
To answer the question, I mean, I could see her actually, you know, singing with Brandy or Johnny Iacco, if I pronounce that right.
Okay.
I can see you kind of, you know, vibing with her as well too. Man, I mean, if you could get like Anita Baker, that would be pretty dope. You know, old school.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that would be great too.
That would be stupid.
That would be great. That how about this artist here? How about say like a Lauryn Hill as well too? I think that might be able to flow with that. You know, you have an old soul, I can tell as well too. Who are you? Are you a '90s baby? You like '90s music?
I am 91.
91. Yeah. So yeah, I can see you definitely vibing with, you know, the older crowd, but also with the younger crowd. But I can see those artists as well. You can work with those.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Who else? Who else got thoughts on the features, man? Who would you like to hear link up?
Well, me personally, man, another Louisiana native, Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all talk about similar topics sometimes. You know,
Okay.
he might have to water it down a little bit, but like in particular, if you go check out his song "Bad for Me," y'all right there on the same page with this project.
Okay.
And for being born and bred right there, yeah, you should put that together.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. That Gates combo would be hot. What about you, CC?
I want to hear some men voice connected with her voice. I don't know. I would say probably, I don't know. I'm kind of being into this new Vito. So him and listening to the Usher and Eric Bellinger, I can kind of see some of that bringing it out with a man voice and maybe one of them, you know, spicing it up a little bit. And so yeah, but in regular, it's definitely Brandy as far as women or Monica. Somebody like that would be for the female pick.
Gotcha. I couldn't wrap my ears around a female pair for this, and maybe just because it's so rare in the industry to hear it these days. You know, they got me right. They done brainwashed me. They got me conditioned. And I knew you were gonna take the Bellinger Vito role, CC. I knew that was coming out of you, because I had my CC cap on when I was listening to this. So I'm gonna go in a totally different direction, man. I was thinking, who could I hear that could kind of pair up and sound different, bring a different end of the spectrum on there. And I actually came up with Tank. I would love to hear the balance and the comparisons of you guys' voices. And then, you know, we know Tank can kind of, you know, he can go there with the subject matter. So I think in my mind, if I just got unlimited budget, you know, I done hit the lotto and y'all gonna let me do what I want to do, I want to hit Tank on that thing with y'all. I think y'all can make some beautiful music on that. But for you, like who would you love to you know, get into the feature game with, you know, to put on your personal, or either just work with where, you know, y'all can do some trade work and you can get it in with theirs. Who would you like to be on there with?
Well, I definitely thought about Kevin Gates for a previous song that I had written a while ago called Reaping Season as a feature, just for that, you know, all Louisiana grime, you know what I'm saying? But definitely Lucky Day, I definitely want to do a song with him. He's like a top feature of mine, who is also another Louisiana native. He's from New Orleans, you know. But definitely Lucky Day. I definitely want to do some stuff with, I don't know, I just want to, in some weird way, I don't even know how I would make that work because she a rapper. But Umbrella, I really love her rap style. Like, I like her lyrical content. I like that she ain't trashy. You know, she don't really got to rap about nothing nasty or provocative to really get her point across. She can hang with the dude rappers, you know. And I really like that and respect that about her. And she still can be cute and chocolate, and everything about her can, you know, have an appeal to it. So I really want us to do like a little Brandy Monica, a little throwback The Boy Is Mine type of little situation with a singer and a rapper, though. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll be some dope stuff. And then I really want to do some stuff with Money Long, because vocally, if I were to think of somebody that, you know, that will be obtainable, that I could probably give my, hands and money on, and that could hang vocally. Because if I'll be on a feature with somebody, and I sing, so I want somebody that could be able to sing and match that energy on the song. So I definitely want to do something with Money Long, for sure.
Good stuff, man. Hey, let's take a couple comments real quick. Facebook user said, I only heard a snippet, but Big Sean would be dope on this. I can hear that. I can hear that. That cadence of Big Sean might ride nicely with how you flow. Also, another Facebook user said Queen Naja as a female too. Okay, I can hear that pairing. But check this one out.
Got a good voice.
Said, ooh, or what about Sammy? Listen, man, Sammy is quickly making his way back into our hearts right now, man. That's what happened.
He talking his shit right now. Sammy let motherfuckers know. He let cats know. I was the youngest on Billboard. For anybody, he let cats know. He's like, yo,
it is.
I'm that dude.
Hey man, listen. Sammy's out there. Shout out to Sammy, man. He's out there living his best life, man. He got the beard going. He got the dreads going, man. He got
Bill, by the way, he an Orlando guy. He went to high school here in my city.
Okay.
So yeah. So Sammy's that dude. I rock with him.
Hey, listen, man. He put that full thing out on the stage for everybody to see, and now he's living to it, man. I definitely would love to hear Sammy coming on some features with some people like real soon, real soon. So yeah, now
Sammy, I might as well throw Mario up there.
That's what I said. See,
hey, I gotta say this. Mario smashed. Oh, I ain't gonna lie to you. He smashed him. Wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. Was not even close. He smashed his ass.
Well, it styles make fights, right? It was a singer versus a performer. So sometimes in a live environment, like meaning we're actually there, we swept up with the whole crowd movement, with the everybody moving back and forth together. The performer can move you a little bit more in those type of environments, but watching it on TV, he was definitely he didn't bring enough guns to the fight. So but yeah, shout out to both of them, man. Both of them was doing their thing. I just love people getting up there and showing their artistic creativity. So I ain't mad at all. But yeah, you're right. He got drug across the floor. So with that being said, man, now if you're gonna say there's a best song out there, then unfortunately the scale works both ways, right? We have to go in. Talk about what's the worst song, because we're gonna always keep it a buck here. We're gonna always keep it a buck. So worst song, man. What was the song? And I know this one was tough, man. All of them was just they was fighting. they was fighting. So what would you guys say as the worst song in your opinion?
Yeah, mine. If I could go first, it would be One Night. Okay. It was all right, but it didn't hit like the rest of them. So that one is the least favorite of mine. Is One Night.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the song I was gonna go with. That was a decent track, but just something seemed a little bit off about it. You know what I mean? It just didn't catch me. It didn't grab me and pull me into that radio. So. That's the one I have to go with too.
Okay. What about you, Bezo? If somebody had a gun to your head, you gotta pick one. I know it's hard, but you gotta pick one. What you picking?
I don't know. That's a hard one because I like all the songs.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
She didn't give us too much, to get us out of the range. I definitely felt like we kind of fell in love and we stayed right there. But again, if you got to pick one, what you picking?
Maybe. I don't know. I guess I get shot. I don't.
You gonna take a bullet for her. You gonna take a bullet. You fell in love for real, my G. You fell in love for real.
I guess I can say Jelly, but all the tracks are fire. I'll just be honest with you. All the tracks are fire.
Okay.
Man, you ain't have to do me like that. That made me feel too good.
Oh wait, don't cast a head up now.
All right. So Darrell, did you come up with something? Did you come up with something for worst song?
I mean, I feel Beatles. If I had to pick, man.
Yeah, if you had,
I
just
would
because
say
I'm making you.
just because it's I guess convenient.
Okay.
I mean, if I had to pick, they all, if I had to pick, they all fire. But again, he's splitting hairs. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I guess it have to be convenient, but convenient is still not a bad record. None of these songs are bad, by the way. None of them. You know what I mean? So, but if we're just picking for the sake of what we have because of the panel review, I guess I would say convenient. And when Cece was saying, One Night, it's an intro record to me. Did exactly what it was supposed to do. Did exactly what it was supposed to do. The intro record ain't supposed to. The truth is, the intro record ain't really supposed to. It's not a single. It's not supposed to be. So it's not supposed to be the joint that grab. Sometimes on albums, on projects, you have filler records. Records are supposed to fill out the project. So not every record is going to be like. In this case, it's an EP. All the songs hit, but there's certain songs that ain't supposed to grab you. So I think all the songs did what it's supposed to do, and it was a nice intro. Intro record. It was a nice intro. One Night was a nice intro record. And the rest did what it's supposed to do.
Okay.
So, but yeah, if I had to pick, I would say convenient. But that's really, for me, it's the whole product is dope. So it's like,
Yeah. Now, man, listen, y'all making your boy job easy tonight, man. All I gotta do is go with the flow that y'all going with, because we're in the same vein. But I definitely echo the same sentiments, right? Like I love the whole project, but if you're gonna hold my feet to the fire, I do have to go with One Night. But guess what? I still loved it so much, we're gonna still give it a little shine. So here we go, One Night.
I know you see me. I know you want me back. Can we take it there? I know you want me back. I know that I come off hard to please. I know that my face is hard to read. I know I've been hard to get lately, but I want you. I don't usually do this, 'cause you know I'm different, and you show me different. So don't let me go home. So don't let me take off my clothes alone. I hope that I'm not wrong, 'cause your PD is coming up too strong on you. You got me in fright. I need more than one night, baby. I don't wanna sleep alone all night.
Listen, man, we're gonna put some water on that fire. We're gonna put some water on that fire and bring it back. We're gonna bring it back. But yeah, you got sometimes we gotta make the tough calls, right? Like let's see who we got. There we go. Sorry, we got a little background feedback on your mic, love. But yeah, sometimes you gotta make the tough call, man. And so but we still wanted to give it some love because it was still dope within itself. But I'm gonna get you off mute right here, Adriana. Give us some feedback. Like I think you might have muted yourself. No, I'm just muting you back and forth. But if you had to, she ain't gonna answer the question at all. She gone. I think we lost her for a second, but I'm sure she'll be back in. But yeah, man, all of them was dope. You're right. I heard splitting hairs. Sometimes we have to do that because there's gonna be a winner, there's gonna be a loser, man. Even if everybody broke the record, right? Them last ones don't make it into the record book, but they were still fast. So definitely, hopefully, we can get her back up in a second, and we'll continue this conversation. There you go. She's getting in the back right now. See if we can get her back in there.
Here I am, guys.
There you go. We lost you for a second. We ran you off, man. We asked you to pick which one of your kids was the worst kid, and you was like, nah, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, it done happened before, man.
Oh, they did it again. I can't even mention it, man. Hey, you better not show none of them baby pictures with no attitudes, man. You gotta love them all. You gotta love them all. But yeah, we'll get her back up here when she gets in a second, and we'll get a little feedback. But let's move on to what's next. We're gonna go to what's next. This part, man, we just want to talk about what do you want to see next for the artist, man? What do you want to see next from Adriana? What do you want her to go? Obviously, we want her to go to the highest of highs, but what do you see as the next move for her if you plotting it out and you got your dream scenario? Go ahead, Matt.
I mean, to the moon and back, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, whatever that stepping stone is for her, you know, she gonna have to calculate that. But with none but the best wishes, and I feel like she can take on that challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That one's hard, man. Everybody's journey is different in this game.
Yeah.
It's hard to, you know what I mean? So it's hard to say what should be. My only goal for every artist that I give advice to: find your audience, love on them, build with them. That should be the only thing. Not to say the only thing, but that should be the focus, man. Because at the end of the day, those are the people that's going to allow you to have a long career. The people who want to support you, that whole be what matters. We have opinions on this review show, but at the end of the day, if the people that like her stuff is going to pay money, support what she's doing, that's really what matters. What do they want?
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're 100% right, man. In my opinion, what I want to see next from her, I want to see more exposure, right? I want to hear more things that she's doing. I want to get to know her better. I want to see more of a presence out there. I do want to hear some features. I want to hear more of her, but I do want to hear her voice in the comparison with some other artists. I'd love it to be my favorite artist that's out there, but as you said, Darrell, it's a business, right? So I understand if that part can't happen right away, but I do want to hear her expand what she got going on, but also find a way to bring some other people in, so you got a little bit of a contrast in the sounds on some of her stuff, because I really think at the end of the day, some of that stuff will make her voice shine, right? Like, she sounds good, and it's not disrespect to bring somebody else on. Sometimes it's just a balance and it's a comparison of those two voices, whether it's another R&B artist or whether she wants to take it the hip hop route. I'd love to hear some hip hop. She got some upbeat tracks that I'd love to hear a couple guest appearances on. And for me, that's one of them things. She's going into my playlist now with a couple of these, but you put a little more hip hop flavor on it, because y'all know how I am. I'm not the R&B guy, but you put a little more hip hop flavor on it, man. Put a little more sauce in that thing. I'm definitely gonna microwave it nightly. You know what I mean?
Who's some sauce? Maybe Louisiana, maybe Boosie, maybe give her a little.
Hey. Hey,
I don't know if you want Boosie on you.
I was gonna say it's dangerous for your image, but it might be fire.
Boosie gonna give you that, man.
Boosie might put it. Hey,
crap, man.
Hey, he gonna blow your streams up, though. I'm gonna tell you that.
For sure. He gonna bring it to the trap now.
That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, if that's what you're looking for. And hopefully we can get her back on here in a second before we close out, man, because I really want to kind of get her feedback on it. One of the interesting things she said was she wants to keep it clean. She got a couple things that she is before she's actually an artist, and I love when people stand on their foundation and their grounding, man. I love when people are rooted. What I mean? If you know me, I'm deeply rooted in a few different truths, and I live my truth on the daily. So I love to see somebody else holding their light up. I just wonder her approach on moving and advancing in the industry, how she feels about those sort of things when guest appearances, especially these rappers, want to bring different subject matter to her. I'm definitely interested in that. You on mute, Darrell? You got something?
No, that's true because some of these cats, you know what I mean. They say, especially when you're not, when I tell you not in the studio with them, they're gonna send the verse
Yep.
back. You know, it's
Yep.
like, what you gonna do?
Yep.
I don't like that. They can be like, what? You know, like,
Yep.
now
Yep.
you messing with their creativity. You know,
Mhm.
so you know, it can be a little bit of a slippery slope sometimes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we know how those egos are, you
Yeah.
know. So
I know what
everybody,
I'm talking about.
yeah, no, everybody's the best, right? That's why they excel to that level of national prominence. You got to think that you're the best, and sometimes people messing with your formula, uh, it don't go over well. So I'm interested to see that journey for her as well. Not the bad part. Don't get me wrong. I ain't wishing nothing bad, but
Right.
you know, just that experience of working with more artists on that level. So. What about you, Bezo? Anything you want to see? You know, if you had to give her some advice of what to do next to, you know, continue this love affair that we having with her right now.
Just to like piggyback off of you, you know, just that foundation is key and is important. Definitely try new things, experience new things with her music, but definitely just stay the course. Don't switch up. Just be you, and just continue to be creative and thrive. I can see her doing movies. I can see her doing fashion. See her do a lot of ventures, outside of music. And maybe she can mentor up and coming artists as well too. I always ask people when I interview them, like, do you even talk to people that are just trying to get into the game? Because there's some people that's trying to get into the game and go her route per se. So I would say that, like Max said, to the moon. Let's just go beyond the moon. Let's go past Pluto. Pluto ain't even in the solar system no more. So let's just go beyond.
They count Pluto out, man, then put them back in and take them right back out. But we know the moon is stable.
Yeah, exactly.
That thing show up every night.
Exactly.
That thing is on a schedule.
Right.
It's on the schedule.
So she can show up every night, man, and shine like that.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of bad things to say about you when you left out, Adriana. Like nothing was good, man. We was just trashing and tarnishing your whole reputation. But no, what we're talking about is, man, what's next? I know I personally and some other people had some thoughts, just wanted to hear more from you, man. Wanted to hear, more in general, more growth, more experiences, more dynamics versus, you versus someone else, with some features, more exposure to your brand. But personally, we want to know from you, like, what's next? What's next for you? What's the next mountain that you're climbing or that you're already on your way up?
Well, for sure, I'm definitely getting my hands more into trying to do some acting and things like that, for sure. But I'm working on a new project, so I'm getting ready to record some new stuff for my actual. I'm gonna put an album out next, so I'm working on some things with that. Working on my video for Calling Your Name, because like I said, we're getting ready to drop that. I got a full booking schedule for July, every weekend booked up, so I'm really excited about that. Just dropped the billboard to kind of promote my EP. So that's good. So yeah, I got a lot of exciting things going on. So y'all just stay tapped in. Stay tapped in for sure.
Okay. Hey, real quick, tell the people where they can connect with you. Where do you want to send the people? You want to send them to your social media? You want to send them to your DSPs? You want to send them to both? Give the people a little shout of how to connect with your music and with your brand.
Well, you guys can follow me on all platforms at Adriana, ADREANA, 7 letters __. Okay, ADREANA __. Y'all follow me on Instagram and other platforms. You guys can look me up under Adriana on any musical platform. Go and watch my video, Lucky for You. It's sitting at 24K in 2 months, so I'm proud of that. Go and watch my Lucky for You video on Vivo and YouTube. So yeah, and stay tuned for more singles, more music.
Good stuff, man. Hey, and it looks like you're almost sitting on the set, or part of the set for the Lucky for You video. So definitely, man, I want everybody to go check that out, man. With some dope visuals
Yes,
on that.
my stained glass mural that someone hand drew. Somebody hand drew this, y'all, for me.
Wow,
So yes, and made
that's nice.
this wall. I had a whole tower wall made from scratch out of styrofoam. So they made my whole set.
Wow.
So yeah, it was pretty dope. And my
That's good.
birthday's tomorrow, guys.
Okay.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
What you doing for your birthday? Without telling people, where to stalk you at.
Most definitely. I'm gonna have an adult field day tomorrow because I'm a big kid. Even though I'm in the 30s club, look, yes, for the grown and sexy. But most definitely, I'm gonna have a whole adult field day tomorrow. Play some bikini volleyball and some sack racing and some egg drops and some things like that. So we're gonna have fun tomorrow.
Good stuff, man. Hey, listen, I definitely want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to allow us to dive into your works, allow us to put you on the hot seat, so to speak, and ridicule you with our meaningless opinions. But definitely, I think we found a lot of love for this project. We wish nothing but success for you in the future. We'd love to see you again move up, get more exposure, and kind of get all the things that you seem to have been putting in the hard work for. But with that being said, what I want to have you do is I'm gonna put you big screen. We like to close out with the artist closing statements. So to your fans, to the people out there, to the people who just met you, to the people who already fell in love with you when they heard your works previously, just kind of drop some gems on them. Give them a message.
Well, for sure. I want to just let you guys know that, the race ain't given to the swift. It's given to those of us who endure to the very end. Most definitely. So yeah, keep going. The victory is there. Every day it really feels like for me that I have not met the goal of being the artist that I want to be. But every day I end up doing something like this and it reminds me that I gotta keep going. So momentum, stay intact with what it is that you feel your purpose is, okay? Because you never know. It could be that one day you give a little extra and then make it pop. It happens. So yeah, all things good in the name of the Lord God. And yeah, that's the gems I want to drop.
There it is, man. Good stuff. So yeah, man, to everybody that's out there beginning their journey, to people that are along the way in their journey, man, the message is definitely positive. Keep moving, man. As long as you keep moving forward, eventually and hopefully you'll get there. And then even sometimes when you don't get there, man, that just means you landed in the correct place anyway. So with that being said, man, you guys hold on. I'm gonna get CC big screen and then myself big screen. We're gonna do some closing statements and then we're gonna speak to you guys a little bit once we get off the air. So hold on for me, guys. CC, go ahead and close us out.
I definitely want to say thanks to everybody that's been on the panel. Thanks for everybody that's been reviewing. This was awesome. I love the artist. I'm glad I got to see her live because she has a great voice. So if y'all see her on tour, make sure y'all check her out. And happy birthday to the artist. Also, thanks to Monica Brown, her manager. If y'all want to reach to book her, hit up Monica Brown. And also, we do Wednesdays, we do music trivia at 8 o'clock. Thursdays, we do our podcast at 8 o'clock on Thursdays. And Sunday, we review a different artist every Sunday. So make sure y'all tune in with us. Thanks again, and y'all have a happy Sunday. Back to you, Theo.
There it is. Appreciate you, Queen. Hey, listen, man. First, let me say this. Everything ain't easy, right? Like I think that we bring artists on here and you can kind of tell that it's always a journey, man. People want that instant, and every time, it's not grits, it's not oatmeal. And even when you really look at it, the real grits and the real oatmeal usually taste better. So with that being said, man, we want to wish Adriana the best of luck on her journey, man. Keep going up. At the end of the day, that's all we ever wish for anybody that comes on our platform, but especially when we run into those jewels that actually have talent. So everybody, man, go to your DSP, go to YouTube. Definitely check for her, add some of her music to your playlist, and I think you'll enjoy it. But at the end of the day, man, this is what we do every Sunday, 8 p.m., 8 to 9:15. Check us out for the live panel music review. Catch us on Wednesdays where we have the Music Trivia Night Show, man, a very dope brand of music trivia that we do like nobody else does. We're always coming up with something creative, something different, definitely something to make you smile. And then we really dive into the topics on Thursday, man. Thursday with our podcast, we tackle the tough things, man. Some of it makes you laugh, some of it makes you smile, some of it's gonna make you cry, man. At the end of the day, the things we really need to put on the table for our community and for our souls. But with that being said, man, this is your boy Theo IModelBooth. Thank you guys for rocking with us once again. I hope everybody has a very safe and blessed 4th of July weekend, man. If you're shooting them fireworks up, man, just be safe, man. Come home with all your fingers. Outside of that, man, these streets get dangerous sometimes, but stand on your truth and you'll be all right. Peace.